Okay, big change today. Not really in my pedal selection or tone, but in my signal path. So let's go through it real quick. 1176 style with the Nile, OB1 with the optical compression, down to the Mustang GT, Fairfax, Equilux, through the Trio Plus out to the AC15. I have the tube screamer in front of the fuzz, which is going to be after the optical compression, tube screamer fuzz, Mustang GT, etc. Out of the AC15 up to the power load IR. I'm only using one output of the power load IR, just the IR. I'm using one of the ones I loaded in. I'd have to look at what I loaded in there. I just loaded a bunch of IRs I like. I know it's from an Amalgam Audio pack of IRs I have. I just don't know which one. It's just the one that sounded the best to me. Coming in to the GT1000 core in mono, and this is so the SSL6 is gone. I decided I wanted to try the power load IR with the AC15 through the GT1000 core because I haven't had all these together at once. So going from the power load IR, I'm coming in. I've got the volume expression on the GT1000 core. I've added the looper to the center switch here. I've got on the switches here, or on the knobs, I've got on off for effect 1, effect 3, master delay, delay 1, and reverb. And I'm just going to go back to the effect chain here. So after those first two effects, I'm going into the Zoya through effects loop 1. Coming out of that little split, I'm coming into the master delay, which is just a ping pong delay, into delay 1, which is one of the standard delays that come in this thing, into the reverb. Now, the nice thing is, so this is just the ping pong delay, typical, nothing fancy. But when I add in delay 1, kind of mixes up the panning. And then the reverb is a shimmer reverb. Okay, so after that, we're going all the way downstream, and I'm taking the drum and bass output of the Trio Plus to effect return number 2. So I'm coming in, and the nice thing about this, and this is why I like the GT1000 core, I can run it through a bass compressor, I can run it through a bass amp. I'm using the solid stack, and then I'm adding another delay line onto it just to give it a little bit of its own realistic space. And then the thing I really like the GT1000 core for is all of this that I just said to you is just so easy to do, and it's compact. It doesn't take up half of my desk here, but it has a mastering effect at the end, and it's one of the most underrated effects in the entire pedal verse, or whatever the hell you want to call it. So I can go take all of that, send it through this mastering effect into my Neve 88M. I'm using the DI right now to get as much signal as possible into it. I'm not really using the preamps in there too much. And then into my computer. And really the only thing I changed in my computer is just the limiting to make sure, again, it's good enough for YouTube. So this is actually the second time I did it because I completely messed up my first jam. But hey, that's how it goes when you're improvising. So I'm going to try and go into E Locrian mode. Now, if any of you have been following my little using the modes to improvise, I've been so lazy on my last mode, which is the Locrian mode video, which I'll get it done at some point here. But I figure I might as well, if I'm not going to do the Locrian video, I might as well play in the Locrian mode. So let's see what we get. All right, so the jam clearly isn't happening today, but I think I got enough there to at least hear how this sounds. So let's let these loops cycle out and get out of here and see what we've got. But from this end, which is still the front end, I'm not monitoring after the software or at the computer. Still sounds pretty good to me. So let's see what we end up with.